Yeah.
And we were pass blocking well. It'd been nice to run it better and cleaner. We still, we're 5 yards a clip. The same they were. They ran 44 times. I think we had 20. So,
yeah.
But the quarterback's playing well. Jax got hot. We found him. I just felt we could score. We had a chance to score. I just thought we were stopping ourselves. You go to halftime, they got a kick return. We got a fumble in the end zone. It's 28-28 game. And we just started the first two drives a little yucky. We started the first two drives maybe trying to get some run, get some balance. One is open. It's one kind of opened up. And, hey, we got our young guys. Let's just play through it. They started making plays. Quarterback got comfortable. Protection was good. And we got pretty hot,
CJ set a record tonight for passing yards in Ohio State history, all games. Jackson Smith-Njigba set a record for most catches in a season, including 15 tonight or something crazy like that.
What's amazing, I saw in the stats, not that stats are accurate, said he was targeted 16 times and caught 15.
Yeah. What does that show you?
One, he's getting open.
Smith-Njigba tonight.
One, his ability to get open. He's got a unique way. He's the all-time leading receiver in the state of Texas, playing in a large division in Dallas, the largest division in the state. And there's so many great players out of that state, and there's a lot of people throwing that ball forever down there with Coach Leach's influx of the offense center. That's a pass-oriented state. And here's a guy the all-time, he's got a knack of getting open.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a practice player. Those other two guys are phenomenal players. And as the year went along, Jackson was holding his own. We told you a couple of days ago we thought Marvin had been practicing as well as anyone. We felt good about Emeka. We got Julian. So we're a little thinner, but we got some talent. We'll keep it going. Want to get Jeremy a few more than we got tonight. We're trying. I'd like to have gotten him a few more. But I appreciate the way he played now because he played his butt off. He's one of those guys that didn't have to play today. Everybody made a big deal. Some guys chose to play fair, him. Some guys chose to play, and it's nice for those guys to go out with a big taste.
I asked Brian Hartline about next man up is the easy thing to say, but to see guys like Marvin and Emeka Egbuka, even on the return game tonight also do it. What does it, from a confidence standpoint, headed into next year, what does it give you guys?
I think as much as anything, it shows, which people might want to question, the culture of our place, which starts with Ryan and starts with Coach Marotti. And those guys love to compete and practice. And sometimes in this day of age, what about me and what about me now? Sometimes you're learning how to play. It takes a little time. Not necessarily you're waiting your time. But sometimes it takes a little time. And it's nice those guys have the patience. Their families stay with them. Their coaches continue. They embrace coaching. They embrace practice. They embrace competition and practice. And then when you get the notoriety, like I said the other day, they took the driving range out, and that's not the Masters. That's some good turf out there to go play on. They went out there and got after it pretty good,
Kevin, you talked to us the other day about Cade, and he has a decision and all that, but then he comes out and plays the way he does at linebacker today. Does that make the decision any more for him in your mind, or do you still?
I think it's one will be a decision of, I guess in some ways, always what's best for the team.
Yeah.
We do have some depth coming back over there. We'll be a little bit thinner, tight end, but also too we got to look long term. What's best for Cade's future? Playing football past year, and does he have a chance to be an NFL player as a tight end? Does he have a chance to be an NFL as a linebacker? Because he's got enough skill to be that. In my eyes, now I see the tight end work, and I believe he's going to be an outstanding tight end. But I think our defensive guys think the same deal. So it won't get back into. But what we can do is we're getting to the point of the back and forth stuff's he needs 2 good years to be a great player because he's got a chance to be a great player.
Hey, Kevin, you've been around some.
He's a better linebacker after a little time over here now. FYI. FYI. He understood formations, understood what tight ends were doing, understood where to front. He was playing faster. He was playing faster in practice because I think actually playing offense helped him play better defensive guy. We get after it over there on offense a little bit and go hard. I think he just played a lot more loose, a lot more confident. He had a lot of learning to do, but he was a different animal the last month than he was a year or two ago. He's not even close to the same guy. It's just a part of also that maturation where we talk about appreciating guys battling through, not necessarily waiting your time, but letting time play out where it goes your way. So it's great he answered the call for the team tonight and great for Cade. We'll see what's up down the road.
You've been around some great individual performances throughout all of your stops. Where does that Jackson Smith-Njigba game rank?
Pretty good. Ryan Broyles, Oklahoma, and a couple, not like that. Especially the deal too was in a game where you needed it. Sometimes those are games. That's a heck of a defense. That's the number one defense in the Pac-12, and now they were down some players that played against them a little bit. But it's one thing to have those games, but to do it in this arena, in this stage, on New Year's Day with the nation watching, it's not CFP, but it's about as big as it gets. I think it says a lot when called upon to play great, and the greatest players play great in big games. You see what that kid's future has.
When you guys call plays, it's probably going to go to him. Do you feel like it's almost automatic?
Nah, I don't know. I think CJ does because he'll hang with him a little bit. There's some other guys in times where you can see him, I'm not sure I'm good. Because if you wait and you don't get open, I'm jacked. So I think he has I think they have great communication skill set. He trusts him. He's got a way of making competitive plays. So, but again, a lot of times we're calling plays it's just based on the coverage level. You know, and there's a lot of times where he's not getting. Now we have 47 passes called or thrown, whatever. And so, there's a lot of times where he wasn't open because of whether it be just the read. It ain't like you're trying to force the ball to him. But Ryan, don't try to give him touches. And there's sometimes in coverage you can get in places in coverage where he's written. Like, for example, if we had a play tonight where, let's say, he was read 1 and Emeka was 2 and Jeremy was a check down, that's a good progression. Or if it was Jackson was the first read and Marvin was second and you're swinging to Travion. As long as the guys you're going through progression are primary good targets, and the more when you're a great player like Jackson, you try to get him to be target number 1 or 2 a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like typically, like when we line up in a formation, we can put 5 birds out there. And if you're the least guy of catching the ball, you're 5. And if you're the dude, you're number 1. And a lot of times he's number 1.
You've been around quarterbacks, et cetera. What does a game like this do for C.J. Stroud heading forward? He finished 4th in the Heisman, et cetera.
Hopefully,
a lot of eyes were on him tonight.
Well, yeah, but hopefully it just shows him if he stays grounded, trusts his coach, trusts the training, the players running the scheme, and just keeps being a humble good guy. Sky's the limit.
Is he
get all the hype and get all the notoriety and get all the numbers. Numbers can be played. I told him yesterday, like, hey, everybody's talking about this. I go, we're the number 1 offense in the country. Even everybody complains about the line and me and everybody all the time, and all the guys, right?
Yeah.
We're number 1 in total. We're 3rd in the country in yards per rush. You guys never talk about that. But all you gotta do is go see. We're number 1 in pass. We're number 1 in scoring. Number 1 in total, whatever. But I told the guys in our team meeting, I go, stats are for assistant coaches and losers. The only stat that counts more is you need to win the game. And we got to play 60 minutes to win the game. It was great down the stretch. We battled through the muck early. We got hot. We had a couple glitches, but we got hot. We made plays on offense, won the game. And CJ, if he can just stay humble, feet grounded, listen to the coach, he'll have a great year and he'll have a big-time future in his life.
Thanks,
Okay.
Kevin.